What it do, YouTube? Is Coffee back at it. This ain't no new conversation. It's done come up many times over the years, man. But I happen to see this video come across the timeline. Lord Jamar speaking about Biggie's questionable lyrics, man. We know Biggie has some off the wall lyrics. He also mentions LL Cool J. This isn't even a new interview, I don't believe. Or maybe it is. Nah, I think, is this back from when Lord Jamar was Vlad all the time? Is it that old or is this newer? I don't know, man. You know the way this blogosphere ish goes. Content gets re-rocked, reused, recycled, just like we're about to do right now for the sake of conversation. So hit the comments, man. We all already know Biggie was wilding. Like, we're gonna get to it. Some kind of disturbing stuff, man. R.I.P. And Lord Jamar. So crazy all the ish that's happened with Lord Jamar in the past, 18 months in this media blogosphere game. All the drama he's had, from the Trump stuff to falling out with Godfrey and going at it with scientists and the flat earth stuff. Hit the comments with your thoughts about all that. But let's get to this.
Biggie has some of the most out-of-pocket lyrics of any rapper ever. And hopefully there will never be a rapper with worse lyrics. Gay lines like, I don't care how good a woman looks, I would never give fellatio to her father.
So that's the number one thing mentioned whenever people's like, yo, what the fuck was Biggie on, man? And I've heard a lot of people say, yo, that was from Richard Pryor stand-up. And I believe it is, right? But regardless, it's still bugged the fuck out. R.I.P. Richard Pryor as well. A lot of comedians have said things about him, and Paul Mooney, who wrote a lot of his music, you know what I mean? And then there was just some ish recently. Comment if you're interested, and I threw a blog together, but if not, you could go check out Terrence Howard recent interview he did with Bill Maher on his podcast, where he was talking about how he turned down Smokey Robinson to do a Marvin Gaye movie, but then he never did that movie because he found out that there were these rumors that Marvin Gaye was indeed what his last name says, which I had never heard that. Let me know if you had. And he said, well, I ain't doing no ish like that in the movie. So then he didn't do the Smokey Robinson movie or the Marvin Gaye movie. The Marvin Gaye movie never comes out. And then he said, Quincy Jones, when he asked him about it, he told him, yeah, that was true about Marvin. And there was a whole clique, him, Marlon Brando, played in The Godfather. And he started naming all these different celebrities in this clique that just was on some other ish or whatever. I don't even know, man. You know what I mean? And Richard Pryor was one of them, is my reason for bringing that up. But I know I'm getting a bit off track. Stay with me. Make sure to subscribe, hit the buttons, but more importantly, join the discussion. We talk it up over here. It's about debating and talking on these different topics with y'all. But yeah, man, that's the number one lyric people always be like, what? What did he say? Comment your thoughts.
Because she's so beautiful. Liquor be digging me in my asshole. Undercover, Donnie Brasco.
From All About the Benjamins. Yo, the Undercover. Like, was that some old crazy reference or something? Like, you know, obviously Donnie Brasco was undercover all them years with the mob or whatever. But what, seriously, like, again, this ain't no new conversation. But I really want to know what y'all think about this. What was the deal with Biggie? And then obviously DJ Mr. C, that was his man's, who passed away like 2024. I think basically like a year ago. And, you know, obviously some things came out about him. That was like Big's right-hand man.
He said, I f*** with niggas who kidnap your kids, f*** them in the ass, throw them over a bridge.
And he named Gutta right there, right? Isn't that dude from Junior Mafia? I believe I remember seeing him getting asked about this. Like, yo, what was Big talking about? Or maybe I'm bugging, but I think it is. But yeah, yo, what the fuck? Like, it's all bugged out, the ish that Big says that gets brought up. But this is like, really, like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what in the fuck would possess him to say some ish like this? And that's why, I like hip hop for the lyrics. You know what I mean? Some cats just like the beat to a song or something. Like, I'm about lyrics, but like, it's not like I ain't heard these songs, but many years have passed and I'm like, man, really? What the fuck was Biggie on? You know what I mean? Like, this ish is bugged out. This is some real twisted ish he's talking about.
And in the beginning of the warning video, the Transformer is in the bed with Biggie.
Is that facts, y'all? Did he have a Transformer? I know back then, right? Transformers, Decepticons. Was that in there and no one caught it, or people have caught it, or is that just a theory? Like, what's going on?
In LL's lyrics, he says, he, she, blotitious, Stevie, delicious.
So like I was saying, man, I like music, like I like the lyrics and all that, right? I've been heard that LL-ish, right? That's on the Flavor in Your Ear remix, right? Is he, like, don't get me wrong, I done heard it, but I was like, I thought he was just like he, she, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, like, I noticed it before, but I thought he was just like, I don't know what I thought, but I like hearing this, what Lord Jamar is talking about, was he really, like, you're going to hear him say more, was he really just straight talking about some Transformers and Decepticons, or like, what is this about?
Give me couscous. Love me good. Damn, from Hollis to Hollywood. But is he good? Papa love it when he does it. It's all for you. Something about let your Tim's tap or some shit.
Yeah, I think it was something like let your toes tap. I don't even know, man. But yeah, like, you can't just like, sometimes there's certain lines in the track where you'll be like, rapping along with it, and then you don't really peep what they're saying or something like that, but it's like really looking at it word for word, and that is being that everything Lord Jamar was saying accurate. I know with the Biggie lyrics, it was the LL-ish accurate? Is that what he said? Is that what he was talking about? Like, it's bugged out, man. But yeah, like I said, this ain't nothing new. I just seen it coming across the timeline. As always, I'm like, yo, let's chop it up. Let's coffee talk it up. Whatever we're talking about, from music to news to sports to lyrics. Like, what in the fuck? Like, Big's, again, this ain't nothing new with Big. The LL-ish, though, I never peeped that. I thought he was always just like coming into his verse with some he, she. Like, don't get me wrong, before I said, yo, did this motherfucker say he, she? But then the way it's slowed down, you're not hearing it melodically with the beat. If that is indeed the accurate lyrics, it's like, yo, wait a second, what is this man talking about, man? So there y'all have it. Sub up to the channel, hit the buttons for me. Every interaction helps, most definitely, but more important, coffee talk it up with me. Like, real talk, that's what we do over here. It's just about talking with y'all. And also let me know your thoughts about Lord Jamar, his fall from grace in his blogosphere ish. Like, he had a rough year for sure.